Alright guys, look what I made. So a few days ago, I put these mung beans to start sprouting. I'll show you how I did it in a second, but look. These are sprouted mung beans. They look like little spermies. And they're super yummy actually. Okay, so when I used to live in Sarasota, there's a restaurant there called Beauty of Sprouts, and it's organic, raw vegan restaurant. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world. The food there is so good. If you ever go to Sarasota, you have to go to Beauty of Sprouts. The woman there, Rano, she makes sprouted mung beans all the time. So whenever you order something, there's always sprouted mung beans all over everything. And so I wanted to make some. And it's so cool. Okay, so let me show you how I did it. It's so easy, easiest thing ever. All you do, these are mung beans. You can get them at the store. They come just like this in bulk. I get them at Whole Foods, but you can get them anywhere. Okay, let's just talk about like sprouting and beans and stuff. Like, coolest thing ever. I'm always amazed when I do it. It's so much fun. All I did was I just took some of the mung beans and I rinsed them once under some water. Then I put some of them in a jar and covered them with water. And I took this is actually a nut milk bag, but you could use cheesecloth if you wanted, because this is all I had. I was looking for my cheesecloth and I couldn't find it. So all I did was just put this over the top like this, and I took a rubber band and I rubber banded it so it would be on there like that. And I had water and the mung beans in there. And I put it into a cupboard, a dark cupboard, actually this cupboard right here with my hibiscus tea. I set it right up here and shut the cupboard door. Let it soak for about 4 to 8 hours or whatever. Then I drained it and I rinsed them. And you just rinse them by just putting water through the top of the cheesecloth or whatever, and then dumping out the water. Rinse them, then so they're wet in there. Dump out the water and put them back in the cupboard. And then you rinse them like 3 or 4 times a day. You just put more water in there and dump it out. And after like 2 days, they just grow. They're just growing. They're just making plants. How amazing are plants? Like, these things are sitting on my shelf, like these mung beans are sitting on my shelf, hanging out dry, just like, I'm ready to grow whenever you want me to grow. Like, I'll do it, but if you don't want me to grow, I'll just stay here, not growing. Like, they're just sitting there. They have the potential to grow at any moment just by adding a little water. And now I made plants. All right, sprouts are cool because they actually have super, super high nutritive value, tons and tons of nutrients in sprouts, because if you imagine a seed or a nut, seeds really, have the potential to become, or beans or whatever, they have the potential to become a plant. That potential inside there, as they're just dried mung beans, it's not super... it's not as nutritious as a sprouted one, because what happens is when they start sprouting, all that nutrients, all that like potential for nutrition gets like released. It gets let out and it starts growing. And so the very first stages of growth for a seed or a bean or whatever, that's when all that nutrition just starts exploding out. So that's why you really want to eat these sprouts and things like that, because there's so much nutrition in there. And what's cool is, like, if you were to sprout broccoli seeds, or you were to sprout like these kind of like radish seeds or whatever, if you have sprouts of those things and you eat the actual sprout, it tastes like concentrated broccoli or concentrated radish or whatever, which is really interesting, which is why I actually don't eat those, because I don't like concentrated broccoli flavor. But if you get something that's more mild, like the alfalfa or the clover sprouts or sunflower sprouts or whatever, it is so yummy, really, really delicious, and tons of nutrients. So that's why you want to eat sprouts. And you got to be careful though. Make sure you rinse them and everything real good, and make sure that you're doing it the right way. make sure you look at directions and stuff like that, because sprouts tend to have, they can have like bacteria and stuff. So you just want to do it really well and be careful about it. But make those. Another thing I did read, and this is important for me to know, is that people that form kidney stones, some sprouts have a lot of calcium oxalate, so you want to be careful with them. So I probably won't eat too many of them, but it probably doesn't concern you, because only 1 in 10 people will ever form a kidney stone, no matter what they eat anyhow. So probably doesn't matter for you, but just a note for anybody out there who might be a kidney stone former. So that's my little sprout story. Happy beginnings this morning. I'm going to have some tea. I'm going to do a matcha hibiscus mix today. So I got some of my hibiscus already done. And you guys know I like to just have it really weak, both of them. So I'm going to just pour some warm water in, and I'm going to add the rest in room temp water. Good morning. Morning, guys. Just kidding. It's the afternoon. I had a bunch of stuff to do this morning, appointments, things like that, and I just wasn't really hungry. So now I'm hungry much later, which is interesting, and I'm having my chocolate smoothie. Well, this is a chocolate peanut butter smoothie. This is my all-time go-to favorite smoothie ever. Haven't had it in a long time because it's got a bunch of dates in it. This one has 5, but it's a full Vitamix full, so I'm gonna get through this smoothie. I'm feeling really good and better after I cut out sugar for a while, so I'm gonna have a little bit more today and see what happens. I really missed this smoothie, so yum. Chocolate peanut butter, guys. I think that's like the best combination in the world. Seriously, except it's technically not chocolate. I used carob powder because of the caffeine content in cocoa, because I don't want to be up until midnight. So this smoothie, if you're interested, is there's a link for it down below in the description of the YouTube video, and you sign up for my email newsletter and you get the chocolate peanut butter smoothie recipe on the second email that I send you. So look out for that if you're interested. And I'm planning on today, later on, having a salad and some more of that amazing soup I made yesterday, or the day before. I don't remember what day it was, but anyways, that's what I'm going to have later probably. So that's the plan for today, and I'll see if I can get out without having peanut butter and jelly. Bye! I'm having some of my crispy roasted chickpeas, and I had about half that smoothie. I'll probably have some more later. Alright, while I was preparing my lunch, I ate a bunch of the roasted mushrooms I made the other day. I made up a new batch of my lemon tahini sauce. And of course, we have the lemon curry lentil soup and a huge Mexican salad. Same meal as yesterday, and I'm very excited to eat it.